Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. So today I wanted to sit down and chat with you about protein powders, a couple of different vegan plant-based ones that I've tried in the last couple of years. Some of them that I still use regularly, some I don't have on hand. But overall, I just kind of want to walk through all of these 5 protein powders with you, tell you the things that I enjoyed about them, tell you what they have to offer, and maybe give you some inspiration if you're looking for a new one. So let's get started. So the first one that is on the list is Arbonne's Vanilla Protein. And I don't currently have it on hand because I used it all up and I haven't repurchased it, but I'll put a picture on the screen for you guys to check out right now. And it is one of my favorite vanilla proteins of all of them. It definitely tastes the best as far as I've had. A lot of these protein powders I use in smoothies, so I can't guarantee that every single one of them is going to be like perfect in just an almond milk like kind of protein powder shaker, but this one definitely is. I've used it in all kinds of forms. I've traveled with it for a while. It was definitely one of my absolute favorites. Now you can get a big bag of it. It's about the size of this one, which is another one I'm going to talk about. And it ranges from about $50 to $70. They do ship internationally. Now, here's the thing with Arbonne. Arbonne is a skincare nutrition based company that has a lot of independent consultants, which means that you have the option to get a different price, and the availability of it kind of depends on if you work with one of their consultants, like in like a Mary Kay kind of a way, or if you chose to shop online. So you have the availability of finding a consultant near you, or you have the option to buy it online. And there are different levels. You can have memberships, or you can become a consultant, and that changes the price that you would pay for the protein. Outright, it's about $70 if you were just buying it on the website, but if you paid the $20 to $30 for the year membership, I think it ends up dropping maybe $15. It is one of my favorites. So the pros for this one are going to be, it has an amazing taste. It's one of those vanilla proteins that's just really, really great if you're looking to start introducing protein powder into your diet. It's definitely a very good tasting vanilla protein. It also is high in vitamin B12 and in biotin. So those are 2 great things if that's something you're really looking for. It has quite a few vitamins and minerals in it, so it is definitely a protein powder that does offer something for your diet. But the cons on that for me were that it has cane sugar as one of the ingredients in it, and it also has maltodextrin, which is something that I'm not currently having in my diet, either one of those things, for the most part, because of food sensitivities. So other than that, it's really great. Getting samples of it, if you can get an independent consultant to send you some, they would love to. I know tons of Arbonne independent consultants, and they would love to get you in touch with their products and help you try samples of it. They don't sell like the individual sample packs that I'm aware of. They might. If you are looking to try it, I would definitely look to find an independent consultant that can help you with that, because they would be more than happy to do that. Protein powder number 2 is gonna be Vega's protein powder. Now, all of these proteins that I am trying or mentioning for the most part are going to be a vanilla protein. That's because I prefer vanilla. I've tried chocolate over the years, it's just not my thing. With the exception of one. But vanilla protein from Vega is one of my first choices when I went towards a more plant-based but less soy-filled diet. So Vega protein powder is great because it's super accessible. I feel like it's all over the place. It's in Targets now. I know that as far as like your big wholesale shops, you can get it at Sam's Club. It seems to be very, very accessible in the US. So that's definitely a pro for it. It tastes great. There are a couple of different versions. I do the one with the greens in it, and that's one of the things that I really like about it, is it does offer those extra vitamins and minerals. It's packed with greens and vitamins, and it has probiotics. So cons for it, I don't really think there are many cons for this one. You pay about $40 or more depending on where you get it, and that's with most of these proteins, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, the Arbonne one and then Pika, which I'm going to talk about towards the end. You can find them for a range of prices, and you can typically find some kind of sale on them. It just depends on where you get them. I see them for all kinds of prices, particularly on sites like Vitacost and Thrive, but I would definitely look at places like Amazon and Sam's Club for a cheaper cost, because they tend to be less expensive there. So cons for this one, didn't really have any. It just ended up being, I wanted to try something different, and I tried the Arbonne protein, and the Arbonne, I really liked the taste of it, so I moved away and then just never really circled back to the Vega. Protein powder number 3 is going to be, not that one, is going to be the Amazing Grass Protein Superfood. Now, not all of these protein powders are really packed with like additional greens, so I think when you're looking at the price for some of these, that's the other thing that you have to consider, is does it feature the added greens that you might add a protein powder in or other stuff in for. Vega has added greens to it, as well as the Amazing Grass one. It has 20% vitamin A, 19% vitamin K, 13% of your iron. It is a pea, hemp, chia, and quinoa protein blend, and it has a green food blend and a fruit vegetable blend. It is natural flavors of xanthan gum, stevia, and vanilla. I will repurchase this one. I really enjoyed this one. It's definitely one of my favorites. I love Amazing Grass products. I use their raw greens. I'm almost out of that. But the pros for this one, it's really great tasting. I really found that I enjoyed it and that it was a great protein powder. I haven't used this one as just like a simple shaker protein, but it has those added greens, which is perfect if you're looking for those vitamins and minerals. The biggest thing for this one that I found is that the cost has a $20 range depending on where you're shopping. When I bought this originally on Amazon, I paid like 32 bucks for it. But I looked earlier before I filmed this video on Vitacost and it was like $57. So just make sure that you're shopping around a bit. You can get samples of this one. You can also get samples of the Vega one. I forgot to mention that. Individual packets if you want to try the flavors. I really like the vanilla in this one. I haven't tried any of the other flavors in this one, but Amazing Grass does have some good products. So it's perfect if you're looking for that in your life. This one doesn't have probiotics in it. The Vega one does. Alright, protein powder number 4. So this is the one that I'm currently using, and it is the Sun Warrior Blend Organic Protein with essential amino acids and vanilla. So this one, the amino acids are what it's really offering, and the Amazing Grass one is offering the greens. I have been using this one for maybe a month or so, alternating with some of my Pika products, and I really enjoy it. It was a little bit of a taste adjustment for me, just because every time you try a new protein powder, it's a bit of a taste adjustment. I do really enjoy the fact that this has the scoop in the top. This collapses. I don't ever collapse it though. But instead of having to fish it out, it actually kind of clicks in right here. So that's a perk for me. I think that's a really great thing. And it has the supplement backs on it for 2 different sizes. So if you did 1 scoop or 1.5 scoops. So depending on what you're looking for. This one doesn't have nearly the added like fruits and veggies and greens that you would get with the Amazing Grass one. So if that's something that you're really looking for in your protein powder, make sure you're considering that, because this one's quite straightforward. It's a proprietary protein blend. So pea protein, hemp protein, goji berry. And then it's vanilla, gargum, sea salt, stevia, whole ground coconut. So if you're not into coconut, this one might not be for you. I really enjoyed this. I think it blends really well. It tastes really good. It's not like overpowering. It's a very straightforward, simple protein powder. I know that you can get samples of this one as well if you can find them in the grocery store. And the price ranges from $36 and up, depending on if you can catch it on sale or where you can buy it. So the cons of that one would probably be that it doesn't have any of the other greens or probiotics. It's a very straightforward protein, but if you're not looking for anything crazy and you just want something that meets your budget and gives you a good quality protein, I would highly recommend that one. And then the last products that I'm going to talk about are Pika. Now, I've done a full review of Pika of everything that I've tried on the blog. I need to update it because I've tried a few more things recently. And if you've read the review or you know about my food sensitivities, you will learn very quickly that I try not to consume cinnamon. For whatever reason, it just doesn't work with me. It makes me break out. So when I bought the pump or the lean protein from Pika, I didn't realize that it has cinnamon in it. So I don't currently use this one. This is the one that my mother uses, but I did use it a couple of times. I have tried it again. I really enjoyed this protein powder. One of my favorite things about your Pika products is they're very, very straightforward. You read the ingredients and you know exactly what they are. They are based out of Australia, so shipping is going to cost you a little bit, but you can normally find a discount code, so that's not necessarily a big thing, and normally kind of cuts down your shipping. And if you share your products on social media, they'll normally reach out and give you a discount code as well. So I'm a big Pika fan. They have great customer service. I really only have great things to say about it. The only reason that I'm currently not using this protein powder because I wanted to is the cinnamon. Other than that, I will say I've heard a few people say that they felt like it didn't settle well with their stomach, but I honestly did. I had that problem initially, and then I didn't seem to have that problem later. So that could just be a fluke thing. With these, they've recently changed the packaging. I think this is more of a blue now, and on the back of it, you can see, so this one that I'm going to talk about right now is one of the newer packaging, and on the back it has both the Australia and the US nutritional facts. So this one has maca powder in it. It has vanilla bean, green tea extract, a spice blend, aloe vera. This one has digestive enzymes, and it also has monk fruit. So if you're looking for a different kind of sweetener, monk fruit tends to be a good alternative to some of the other sweeteners on the market. It does have stevia as well in it, but it blends really well. It tastes pretty good. It's pretty creamy. I enjoyed it. We still use it. This one is probably about $53. That's for the lean, and then they have the boost, which is the other one that I use from Pika, and it is more of a chocolatey caramelly one. It is maca powder in it, cacao powder, pea protein, palm sugar, mesquite powder, cocoa, caramel, stevia, and acrylic. I don't even know what the last one is. So I like the boost. It's not too overwhelmingly chocolatey, and I tend to stick it in occasionally if I want something different in my smoothies. But the large version, this is what is considered 500 grams. So when you go on their website, there's typically two sizes available. It's the 500 grams and then the 1 kilogram. So if you want to try it, these are the smaller packs of it. But Pika's products are really great. The only thing about it is it's harder to get samples. Now they do offer wholesale. So if you can convince somebody local for you to buy their product, you might be able to do that. But getting samples of it can be more difficult, but their customer service is great and all their products are great. I use a full slew of Pika products in my smoothies every single day. I love them. They are one of my favorites, and if there was not cinnamon in the protein powder, I would probably be using it. So I hope that this kind of gives you a breakdown of a couple of different protein powders. I loved and tried all of these. Some of them I go back to, some of them I don't. And it also really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for greens powders, you know, the Amazing Grass and Vega are going to be for you. If you want something with a probiotic or a digestive enzyme, maybe Pika and Vega are yours. And if you want something that's really simple, the Sun Warrior protein powder is probably going to be a good option too. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. There is a new post on the blog today, so be sure to check that out. I will leave the link in the description box for that, as well as a link for all of these protein powders. If you have any questions about any of these that I haven't addressed, just drop them in the description box or in the comments below, and I will be sure to get to them and get back with you guys. If you aren't already following me on Instagram and Twitter, please come follow along, because I love to chat with you guys on there and just to have more friends. It's such a good time. So I love you guys. You matter to me. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.